Hey Gryphons, today we're going to be making one of your favorites, butter chicken. When we prepare this on campus, we serve about 1,500 portions every week. Now this is a bit of a complicated sauce to make, and we've developed a recipe over the years from many of the chefs that we have on campus originating from India. Please feel free to go ahead and buy any of the major brand sauces that are already prepared, or buy it from us. So first up with the butter chicken, we're going to make some garam masala. So we've got cumin, coriander, some cinnamon, some other aromatic Indian spices. We're just going to toast them up inside the pot. We're going to do it over medium heat. We're going to go until the spices start to slightly smoke and give off a nice smelling aroma. That's when we're going to know that the spices are at the right point to grind. So once the spices are all nice and toasted, you should smell it right now. It smells delicious in here, guys. So we're just going to take these, we're just going to put inside our spice grinder right here. And then just being very careful, because the spices are hot, we're just going to grind this up into a nice fine powder. So just put it on, go plug your grinder in and grind them up. So we're going to take half of our garam masala that we've ground up. We're going to add a little bit of a prepackaged butter chicken spice. We're going to mix that with yogurt, garlic, ginger, and we've marinated our chicken overnight. So that's what the finished product looks like after 24 hours of marination. It smells great. So we're going to take this and just put it off to the side, and we're going to start making the curry sauce. So for the curry sauce, we have minced onions, garlic, ginger. We have all of our garam masala. With a little bit of a prepackaged butter chicken spice. So what we're going to do is caramelize the onions. We're going to get a real nice dark deep color on it. That's where a lot of our flavor is going to come from. Once that process starts, we're going to add the garlic and ginger, cook that through. Right towards the end, we're going to put in our garam masala powder, and we're going to cook that until the spices are nice and toasted, and we have a nice paste. After that, we're going to add tomato puree and cook that for a couple hours until the sauce is tasting just right. So I've got a couple tablespoons of oil here in the bottom of this big, heavy, thick bottom pot. We're gonna let this come up and get nice and hot. We're gonna bring it almost to the smoking point. By starting off with a nice hot pan, it's gonna ensure that the onions caramelize and not kind of stew. This just helps speed up the process and adds more flavor. Okay, so onions into the pot first. Nice and hot. You can see the onions are cooking immediately. As the onions release a bunch of their moisture, the steam's going to stop, and you're going to start to see the edges of the onions start to go brown. That's exactly what we want. They're going to start to stick lightly at the bottom of the pan, perfectly normal. We just want to keep moving the pot around, making sure that the onions don't burn to the bottom of the pot. So you can see here already the onions are starting to brown up nicely. We're going to add our garlic ginger paste and continue to cook until those onions get nice and caramelized. Okay, you can see here we got some nice color forming on our onions and garlic and ginger. So at this point we're going to add in our freshly toasted ground spices. Okay. And again, we're just going to cook this, toasting the spices again. What this is going to do is really going to take a raw flavor off the spices and help give you a really nice, smooth tasting sauce. This is one of the most critical points with cooking this sauce. That's really going to take it from an average sauce to a heightened sauce. Our tomato paste is going to go in. And we're going to add a small amount of water to this and let this cook real nice and slow now for the next couple hours. So for this preparation today, guys, all we're going to do is take the chicken and put it on a baking sheet with parchment paper, and we're just going to roast it in the oven at 375 degrees. It's going to take about 15-20 minutes for it to be fully cooked. Once the chicken's ready, we're going to put it into our sauce. So again, just to stress the importance of proper hand hygiene and sanitization of your workstation when working with raw chicken. So after you're done working with the chicken, make sure that you're washing your hands, hot soapy water, and then cleaning down where you're working with the raw chicken. That's really going to help prevent any cross-contamination to any ready-to-eat foods. So we're going to take this, pop it in the oven. Once the chicken's ready, we're going to add it to our sauce. Okay guys, we're back. It's been about 2 hours since the last time we've seen you. The film crew has all gone gray as we've been waiting. You can see the sauce is nice and cooked here. What we're just gonna have to do is just throw it in the blender quickly. Okay? And that's just gonna make it nice and smooth. A great idea is to make this sauce a day ahead of time before you need it and cool it down in the fridge overnight. And then when you go to blend it, it's nice and cold and it's not going to be have any safety issues for you. But when you're ever blending something in a blender that's hot, you should be able to take off the top cap from the blender, put it on top of your blender base, and then just take a nice clean dry rag and cover it. So as the blender is working and blending the hot product, the steam will be able to escape from the cloth. It's nice and safe. So our sauce is back in the pot now, and I can smell the chicken. It smells delicious. We're gonna take it out of the oven here and just add it directly into the sauce. This is fantastic. So again, like we mentioned earlier, this sauce is, the recipe for the sauce is down below in the description. Please don't feel like you need to go through all the steps to make this sauce. It is a little time consuming, but it is a delicious sauce. Feel free to use any sauces from any of the major brands. They're great products. Or even stop by any hospitality location this fall. You'll be able to purchase our own sauce for retail. Okay, here we have it, guys. Our butter chicken sauce is almost finished. Chicken's in. Sauce has been blended. We're just gonna add a bit of heavy cream. You can add heavy cream or plain yogurt. Stir it up, and you're ready to serve. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Like always, check out the description below for recipes and links. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And remember to hit the subscribe button and the notification button and to get any of our future videos. Until then, please stay safe and eat well.